Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here to talk about my US visa experience, which took nearly 3 hours to be completed. It was quite unique and different, considering the fact that usually the interview lasts for less than 30 minutes. But mine case was quite different with 3 hours long visa interview. So let's begin, and let me just explain you like why did it take actually 3 hours. As you would know that US visa has two things. One is biometrics, and the other thing is US visa interview, that is the main day. So the biometrics went by very easy, where I had to just go and give my fingerprints, my photo scanning, as well as the DS-160 barcode, which is supposed to be sticked on the passport. So it was probably less than 10 minutes, which took me, and it was a very easy process. Now comes the main day, which is the visa interview, and my appointment was at around 11:30 a.m. and I was allowed inside the consulate at 11 o'clock. Now, since it was the time of the pandemic, there are a lot of precautions that are being taken. There was a social distancing, there was mask covering, and there was sanitization everywhere. I mean, wherever you go, there was sanitizer everywhere, and there was less of human contact. There were more of machine contact, where we were supposed to just put the stuff in the screening and thing. And yeah, so that was just the starting process. So as soon as you go there with all the process, even in the queue, you're supposed to have 6 feet of social distancing. So after all of that, you just go in. So I went in, and one of the lady just asked me to go to counter number 23. I went in, and I gave my passport to her, and she scanned my passport. That is a barcode of DS-160. As soon as she scanned it, she said me that your information has not been received at your in our system, so you can go to counter number 19. I went to counter number 19, stating that this is what the officer is saying. As soon as I went in there, I was said that yes, so your information has been received at this consulate, because you have rescheduled your appointment from one consulate to another in a span of 7 days. So since you have completed this process within a 7 days, it'll take few minutes before we get your information completely transferred to this consulate. I was like, fine, okay, no issues. I just went and sat there, waiting for my turn for the interview and waiting for the information to be transferred from to this consulate. I waited, but it took me nearly 1.5 hours. From 15 minutes, it went up to 1.5 hour waiting time. And I just asked him like, what is the reason behind this getting so delayed? And he said me that since the other consulate is having a lot of interviews held on that particular day, maybe that is why it's not sending the information so easily or so quickly. So and I was like, okay, fine, no issues. I just went and sat there. The meanwhile, I could see people coming in, getting their interviews done and going. Even the people who had their appointments at around 12:30, 1 o'clock, they just came in, got their things done, and they were just moving out. So it was extremely tense. I became too tense, thinking that, oh my god, will I be able to get my interview done today? And finally, when everything was done, with all the interviews were done for the day, just before, I would say, it was about to close the consulate, this man called me, the counter number 19 guy, and he said that, sir, your information has been received finally from the other consulate. I was happy, but also but tense that I'm the last person to get interviewed. And the second thing is, there was only one counter open now. When I walked in for the interview, there were three then, and now there was only one. So it was make or break for me. I could either be approved or not approved. So I went in with the mindset that let me see whatever happens, but I'll go and give my best shot, whatever is possible. I went in and gave my passport to the officer, and he scanned my passport and started asking me questions like, why did you when did you graduate? What was your GPA in your undergraduation? Which field did you graduate in? He asked me about the university, about the course, about why did I choose this particular course. Not only that, he also asked me about everything, about my background, about my financial background, how I'm gonna pay this thing, that thing, everything. I mean, whatever questions was available on internet, he literally asked me everything. That was it. It was such a long questioning process. But yeah, so it went by, and finally after 15-20 minutes of questioning, he just handed over me the green slip, and I was so happy that finally I've got this, because it was really hard working for me to get there, the whole 3 hours of wait, and then getting the interview done, and after that finally receiving green slip from the person saying that your visa is approved was something extremely great for me. So yeah, I mean, that is how the whole visa interview went by. And before I just wind up this video, just few tips before, is that before you reschedule your appointment, think and do it. At least a couple of days break in between. If you're rescheduling your appointment 7 days earlier, it's always good, because that will give time for the consulate to transfer the information from one consulate to another. And the other thing is, just be confident and be honest. Confidence is the most important thing, what plays a major role, especially in visa interview. Here they do not check much of a things here, but what they check is how capable you are, how creditable you are to the US interview. Are you the one who are supposed to be given the visa interview, or are you the one who was supposed to give an US visa approval? So that is one thing. And be honest. Do not lie to them. That is one thing which I really have understood, that you cannot lie to them. They are the most intelligent people on earth. They just want to know that why are you uh, going to the US. Nothing much. They just want to make sure that you know everything what you want to doing in life. It's regarding your masters or regarding your plans after master, everything. So just be honest. Just be just know what to answer. Do not fumble. Do not think too much. It's just a basic thing. It may sound too daunting, it may sound too scary, but it is just a normal thing which everyone has to go through as an international student traveling to the USA. So that's it. That was it. Few tips and few tricks to crack the interview. I'm just a person who's just sharing this experience on my experience. I'm not a teacher or something. So it's just an experience. So hopefully this video was helpful to all the students or the folks who are going for the interview in the coming days. If you have any more queries or any more questions, you can comment below. And also, if you like this video, you can like, subscribe and share to all the students, which will be helpful for them, because my main goal was making this video is to just say people that uh, just stay calm and peace, even though the situation may get tough in the interview. But what matters is how you come out of that situation ultimately, and get the visa done. So that's it, and see you in the next one.